What is up, guys? This is JD Rich coming to you back again with another One Piece video and discussion. Now today I'm gonna just get straight into it. We are talking about the Kuja Pirates and specifically Toritoma. And it's been circling around the community that this woman might actually be Luffy's mother, and I'm all here for it. I'm very here for it because, like, Oda is just a genius at giving us direct answers without non-verbal confirmations. Because one thing that kind of frustrates me about the community is if you may have a theory that may actually be true, may not be true, or even halfway true. Like most people, and let's say you use examples from the story. Most people will naturally discredit your theory, but also the first thing that they're more than likely will say is that Oda didn't confirm this, Oda didn't confirm that. It's like people spend so much time waiting for Oda to verbally confirm something that he probably non-verbally confirmed through the context clues of this story. And when it comes to context clues, I give Oda the GOAT. Like, he's the GOAT, period. But when it comes to context clues, man, Oda takes it just over the top, and it is so beautiful because literally, I've heard this concept before, and I'm on board with it. But everything we need to know about the end of the story can be traced back to non-verbal confirmations and verbal confirmations that we got at the beginning of the story. You know, well, and look at this, for example, the Toritoma woman. This woman seems so free-spirited and also like carefree and a very charming individual without trying to be, in a way. Now, when I look at the rank of the Kuja Pirates, you know, you got Gloriosa as the captain, Shaki as the vice captain, and let's put it in a third. If we had to put like a lieutenant right under Shaki, it obviously had to be Toritoma, because it said in the pedal box that she is a future empress of Amazon Lily. And when I think about that, I'm like, okay, that's dope. But how is this woman a future empress? You know, how does the passing down of the empress crown work? Is it strictly by the pirate rank of the Kuja Pirates, or is it like by nomination, or you a certain bloodline? Well, what's the deal with that? How do you become the next empress of Amazon Lily? And do you have to be born of royal blood? Is there like a birthright clause involved in that? Or is this just something you naturally earned? Or could you have been voted in? I'm very curious about how that ranking system works as far as who gets to become the next empress, because from what I'm looking at it from a pirate's perspective, since Gloriosa was the captain and she left to go flee with Rocks and those guys, Shaki stepped up to be the next empress. So with Toritoma saying that she's a future empress, she clearly was like next up in highest rank on the Kuja pirate ships. So she was essentially like the female version of Scopper Gaban, you know what I'm saying? While Shaki was like the female version of Rayleigh on the Kuja pirate ship. Now, and Gloriosa was like basically Roger. I'm not saying their personalities are like, I'm just saying as far as rank, you gotta look at the rank of the crew. Man, but Toritoma, man, and the thing is, looking at her hair, looking at her face, I could definitely see Luffy getting his personality from this woman. Like, it's something so quirky about her free spirit that correlates well with Luffy's character and his intangible personality and how he looks at life and views the world. And what I love about the community going crazy over this is that it seems that the community loves embracing non-verbal confirmations when it seems very suitable, and I'd say it's very suitable in this manner to naturally assume this woman is Luffy's mom. Oda gives us bombs and drops gems like that all the time, and he's so slick about doing it, man. He will do it in the most covert manner. It's just beautiful. It's beautiful. The reveals are beautiful because we are getting a non-verbal confirmation through the literal context clues of this woman being the future empress. Because remember, from what we learned from Boa and even Shaki, when in the chapters where Rayleigh came and saved Boa from Blackbeard and Kobe as well, you know, when Rayleigh stopped Blackbeard from rampaging all on Amazon Lily trying to steal Boa Hancock's abilities. Now, we learned that 3 generations ago, we learned that Gloriosa is the Empress. Then we learned that in 2 generations ago, Shaki is the Empress. Then from 1 generation ago, there was a missing Empress. A missing Empress who died. Now, you would have thought that the love sickness would have taken her life, but it wasn't love sickness. Gloriosa caught love sickness. Shaki may have caught it for Rayleigh. We know Boa caught it for Luffy, but yet it's still here. What was it that caused the last Empress before Boa to die? Because we got Gloriosa, Shaki, the missing Empress, then Boa Hancock. Now, looking at the missing Empress, man, my immediate thoughts are it has to be Toritoma. And what would cause her death? Because some people believe that, some people are speculating that, hold on, if Toritoma is Luffy's mother, how is that possible? I thought the Amazonians could only have female children, female offspring. They could only sire girls. So my take on that is I don't believe that's solely the case where they can only produce women. I believe that it was a case where she left the island. Maybe if she stayed on the island, maybe if you stay on that island, you only produce girls. Who knows? But I believe that Toritoma actually left the island, and she probably did this during her sailing with the Kuja pirates, meaning that maybe during her time with the Kuja pirates, because like they would go back to their island. You know, some days they could always set sail whenever they want to, but they could always go back to their home island. Now, I believe during the sailing, this is my prediction, maybe during the sailing of the Kuja pirates and their adventures and whatnot, they may have bumped into Monkey D. Dragon, possibly when he was a Marine, or if he, because in this flashback in 1156, I don't think Dragon was a revolutionary at this time. I really don't even think he was a freedom fighter at that time either. Because remember, him and Kuma both started the freedom fighters as well. So maybe Dragon was possibly still a Marine during this time, but yet Dragon's ship had whatever Marine ship he was on, and whatever Marine Dragon was under, because we see that in Garp's crew, I don't even think we see Sengoku, Bogard, or even Osuru during Garp's encounter with Roger and the Kuja, last chapter in 1156. We don't really see these notable other Marine characters. We don't have any mention of Dragon whatsoever. So maybe Dragon was still being trained, or he was a Marine rookie that was up and coming or whatever. Yeah, and because like I would assume that Aokiji, Kizaru, and Akainu are all Marine rookies at this time, and maybe Dragon is somewhere there with them as well. Who knows? It's all speculation. But like I was saying, I believe that maybe Dragon's ship, whatever Marine ship he was on, and whoever he was in company with, as far as the Marines go, maybe these guys had a run-in with the Kuja pirates at a different point in time, and maybe Toritoma had a encounter with Dragon, whereas she has viewed him as the enemy. They both maybe viewed each other as enemies. Pirate, Marine, that natural dynamic. But it was something about their character and actions during their first interaction that got them both smitten by each other. Because remember, Dragon is one for the people, and I believe that the Kuja pirates are as well. Because like, yeah, they embrace the fan mail. Gloriosa embraces fan mail that they get. They're adored by the people and whatnot. Their beauty and charm wins people over so much, and they can just be ruthless pirate women, you know. But at the same time, I believe that they have the character. They possess character that really settles and embodies with humanity, to where they're just adored by people. Now, with Dragon, he has very good character and concern with the common plight of people in their everyday lives and things that they struggle with. That's why Dragon is a revolutionary, and a great man at that, for being a revolutionary, because he fights for the injustice of those who cannot fight for themselves. You know, the common people, those who have a voice that goes unheard. Dragon represents that voice through his actions of liberation, through being a revolutionary. Dragon is that guy. Now, maybe there was some type of event that went down where the Kuja and the Marines may have incidentally encountered each other again, with the Marines coming after the Kuja, who knows? And maybe there were some townspeople who were going through some tragic event, whereas casualties were being lost, and there were people like just hurt and in need, and maybe there was a big trouble going down between some random fodder pirates running rampant And Dragon and his Marine crew that he was currently stationed with, they had to stop these guys. And maybe the Kuja were in attendance as well, just trying to maybe leave the situation or whatever. Or they were also trying to help the people. So maybe it was a situation where the Marines and the Kuja incidentally ended up working together to save a town of people from some bad pirates who were just rummaging and pillaging and just causing harm to people. And during this encounter, let's say Dragon and Toritoma met saving someone or helping a group of people, and they discover like, hey, a Marine helping somebody, a pirate helping somebody. Well, it's natural for the Marines to help people. It is, you know, but then you got those Marines you got certain Marine factions who don't care about the people at all, and only how their justice, how their perception of justice looks and appears to the world. So with that being said, maybe Dragon and Toritoma met each other trying to help someone or a group of people during a tragic event that may have went down that was causing harm to the people. Whatever, you know, wherever this took place, East Blue, West Blue, South Blue, who knows? Maybe they were trying to help a town and they both encountered one another helping some civilians. And during the helping of these civilians, they saw each other's character. And this may have caused them to develop an infatuation with each other that eventually led to them falling in love. But also, if Toritoma is Luffy's mother, and if she is, because like, it would seem that she is the missing empress from the generations that was described in the previous chapters. But how would this coincide? How would this correlate? How would this all work out, you know? Who knows? So I just believe that maybe Dragon and Toritoma met during this type of encounter, and they probably later on fell in love. And maybe she died from celestial or government interference. And that's all I got for now. I got to take a phone call. I'm trying to finish this video because I just got a phone call. I may have to take it, but that's all I got for now. This is just my prediction and theory. But I believe Toritoma may have died from some celestial dragon interference, world government interference, or some behind-the-scenes foul Marine play that conflicted with her relationship with Dragon. And people may have found out about it, and they had to hide her off. But also, with her having Luffy, Garp would more than likely be there to show up and take Luffy in, because with Dragon leading the life that he was leading, he had no time to be the always their dad. And Toritoma, she may have sacrificed her life giving birth to Luffy. Who knows? But that's all I got for now, guys. I'm going to give you more updates on this, and I'm going to call you guys back. So this is JD Rich, and remember, one piece of life, a piece of life is life. A piece of life is life in one piece. Peace. Love you guys, man. You guys take care.